So Steve, tell me, well, how do we spot a bad factory? What was one of the most memorable experiences that we had?
It was so obvious.
It's a vivid example.
We go into a medical device factory and there's dog poo on the floor. This is the start of knowing that the factory are not complying with the medical requirements.
And I also remember that there was mold on the walls and there was a lot of dust on the fans that they needed to dry the products. So that was surely a big fact.
The general condition of a factory has to be considered. No mold on the walls, no dust on the fans that contaminate the product, a general tidiness and compliance to common sense handling of products.
So apart from checking these, we will also dig into the paperwork of the factory, especially the labor contracts between the factory workers and the factory, to make sure that they're not working overtime with no pay, they're working within the legal time frame that the law allows, and the dormitory given to them is also within a humane standard, as in the length of the bed, and obviously the boys are not sleeping with the girls in the same rooms, and most importantly, the toilets are also up to a high standard and people are actually washing their hands after going to the toilet.
Plus all the technical issues. They've got to be trained. We need to investigate the training records. We need to see what calibre of people they're using. Are they resting enough between tasks? And are they doing the right job? Is it recorded? Is there a quality system? Are they complying to the regulations? All these things need to be considered.
I also remember one factory that we checked. There was a limit on the time allowed to use the restroom, and workers were forced to wear diapers to prevent them from going to the toilet for too long. And obviously that is a violation of human rights, and that factory was crossed right off the list.
Immediately. We need to have ESG in place, which covers the environmental issues, social issues, and governance, which control these two issues, along with the fact to make sure that technically we've got everything in place. Retailers and customers don't want to deal with factories who are not complying with social regulations. In fact, most retailers will insist on a social audit.
And that applies specifically, most importantly, to countries like the EU and the Americas.
Goods will be stopped at the ports if the factory's on the list of people not complying with the human rights regulations.
That's right, your products will be seized at the border, and we'll talk about that next time as well.